Hi, today we are going to learn image tracing. We will use this design. Actually, this is a short design. So we will learn from this how to trace a design. This will be fully manual design tracing. So keep watching till the end. So we just kept a copy of this design. Though we don't need it, let's log this by pressing Ctrl and 2. Now we have to consider this circle. Make sure it is stroke on here and then adjust it with the design. No need to be 100% perfect, but at least it should look alike with the design. We can select the direct selection tool and use this handle to adjust it. Same for this part. Almost we did it, but now we can see that on the right part we have a little outside. So we will handle this by pressing shift and left key, and now we almost did it. And we'll click on the color. Now we have to focus on the, let's fill the color with red. And now we are going to cut the design where the circle is not present. So as we can see here, and this is transparent or black color, so we have designed a shape using the pen tool, and we will do the same thing here. This is actually a mountain shape. Remember, this is just a design tracing episode, and so you can learn how to trace a design, no matter it's t-shirt design or anything else. Just learn the tracing. And we will now make the stroke none, and we'll fill this and the shapes. Now we can use the shape builder and press the alt button from keyboard and left click and cut off all the parts. Now we can see that we have made this part, and now we need to, and as you can see that I have on the stroke and made the fill none. It will make our work easy. Now we will follow the below circle areas. Remember, we don't need to be 100% accurate, just need to be similar. While tracing we can't be 100% sure. Sometimes we can be, but most of the time we will not be able to make the same design again. So let's press Ctrl Shift and third bracket, starting third bracket, and again press Ctrl and closing third bracket sometimes to make this shape like this. And we can see that there are two parts. One is gradient. As you can see, to make you understand, let's draw a line, and you can see that upper part is a gradient, below part is also a gradient, but it almost looks like a normal solid color. So let's make it in two part with this line tool. And now we have selected the line and shape with shift, and we can divide this from here. I have a shortcut, so I am using that. And now we have made this two part, and we will now apply gradient. So for now I have left clicked on the stroke and will on the gradient here, and we'll use the gradient from the eyedropper tool. And now it's almost complete. And now I will swap the fill and stroke, and now you can see that this color has swapped. We will use the gradient as in the picture. Almost we have did this. Now we have to uh, follow the same step for below. Left click on the stroke and select the gradient and select the point of gradient and select the color picker, and use the same method for this one also. For here we will use three color. We have used it, and now we will again swap fill and stroke, and we'll click on the fill, and we have did this. Now as you can see that in the design we have the half circle or one of third circle. So we will do that by using the shape builder and pressing alt button with left click, and we have did it till this stage. And now we are going to make the now we are going to make the line parts here. And for that I have to make the opacity less so that the below parts are visible easily. So we are going to use random lines following them. Now we are just following the lines here, and making these changes. Just using the colors. We just need to make these lines as here mentioned. We are using just pen tool for this. There are many other ways to do this, but let's not make it complicated and just use the easy tools as we have here. We can also play with the stroke for this, but as we are tracing this, no need to make this complicated. Just for the shapes here. And for easy use we will make the fill none for now. And let's make it completed. If you don't want to follow the long steps for the image tracing, you can contact us directly in our Gmail. We will add that Gmail in our chat box or description. Let's make it black. Though we made it black, no need to keep it always black. Let's just draw the designs, other shapes. Manual tracing takes time. We have almost completed these designs. Sorry. Now we will select all the shapes we have designed now, and we will make this stroke, or we can make this none. But as you can see, this is not proper black. This is a little like, mm, we are using this image as reference, and you can see that this is not black. This looks like black, but this is not black. So we have used the color from eyedropper tool, and now we made the opacity complete. And let's use the shape builder tool to cut the extra shapes, and we almost did it. But a little problem that you can see that here the circle is not equal, so we have to adjust it just using a random pen tool to adjust the shapes. Let's ungroup it and fill the gradient as it is, and use unite from pathfinder. Now let's fix the gradient again by using the gradient tool, and we almost completed our upper part. We just need to make the what will I say, this asteroid or something like this. I don't know what to say this. Let's just create it. Again, we have to make the opacity down, and as you can see, we are using the opacity. For the color, we are using color picker and this image. So let's do it. Watching image tracing sometimes can help you to identify some tricks for image tracing, which will help you, obviously will help you. And normally we don't edit even a single part of our video, so you will see some change, some real life, or you can say the real time work. Again, we are using the gradient tool, and we will click on the point, and we'll use the eyedropper tool from color picker tool from here, and the gradient. And we have almost did it. So we will click on the color picker tool again, and now we will use the gradient tool and adjust the color. Now we will draw the shapes. If you are thinking of shortcut tricks for the manual tracing, it may have, but we focus on quality. We are doing this completely with pen tool and using the color. As you can see, if I show you the upper design we completed till yet, you can see the as you this design just becomes pixelated, and vector design is just looking like a wow. And we have did it. Sorry, and we will save it later. Now we can use the star tool from here. Let's use the star tool and press keyboard down button, and you and then press shift, and you will see that the star looks like, uh, and you can press the alt button or control button to see. No need to press the alt button. Press shift and alt button, shift and control button, sorry, press shift and control button for the star, and you will see the same star almost, but you can still see that there is the round part. So we'll use the direct selection tool and shift button to select all the parts, and we'll just make it round. And for these corners we will again use the direct selection tool and shift button, and we'll adjust it, and we have made it. Now for the other parts we will use this circle, and for the similar stars we will use this star copy. And for these stars, let's round it more. Okay, now we will fill the other stars, just creating circles. We will adjust it a little accordingly our stars. I'm sorry, we were using this shape. No problem, we have just selected them and made it. If you don't want to feel any disturbance, or you don't want to take this extra pressure to trace your design, just contact us. We are available to do this task for you. This video can be lengthy process, but it's really worth it, because it will show you some real hacks of designing. Let's use the direct selection tool for the shape and make it look like this. And for till now, you, if I show you the final outlook, and it looks like really great. And let's make it a group by pressing Ctrl and G, and let's make the opacity down to make the stars of here. We'll use the direct selection tool or other tools with needed effort, and we are doing this. Just use the ellipse tool, zoom it if you can't move it. Just use the copy shapes. Sometimes making the same shapes and same design is not possible always, but we can make it better if we know how to trace the design. We are using pen tool for this, and as you can see that there are some shapes here. So we draw the pen, this from pen tool, and now we will ungroup it. And as you can see, as we ungrouped it, now we have completed the upper part design completely, and let's see the difference. And this is looking great. sorry, I have the habit to save the file, and it's a good habit. Sometimes Illustrator can crash and sometimes electricity can go, so we have to build the habit of saving the files. Now we have did the design, and we'll again do swap the fill and stroke and use the color. And if I show you this again, and you will see this still now. Sorry again. Let's design the shapes. We can do image trace, of course, but I'm just showing you how to design manually, how to trace a design manually. Because sometimes you will face that image tracing tools or automatic vectorizer tools may not work for you. So in that situation, how will you work? This will help you for that those situations. Now we are using the pen tool. Using pen tool is a great part for a designer, and you will build this habit by tracing the designs. Okay, we are designing the shapes, so I know this is boring part, but what to do? If we have as we are making a a file of the design, that's why I have to design it by the pen tool. But if I would have the freedom to show my creativity, there are many other ways to do this, but we have to make the design almost similar. This is really boring to design each lines, I know, but quality works worth it. Let's complete this shape as fast as possible. Okay, let's redid it as possible, and now we have to follow the steps here. We have designed a shape to use the lighter parts, and we are doing the divide and group. For the first three, I'm doing this color, and for the second one we are doing this color. We can use different color. We can also do this, just follow the colors here, whatever you like. As you can see, these three shapes are like this color. If we focus on the details, there are a lot more things focus on, but as we have to design it. Now we have almost completed our full design. As you can see, this is the design. To show you more clearly, I'm using a black rectangle or whatever the color is, and pressing it, and you can see this is the design till now. And for the as you can see that maybe there is some shapes, paths. We are selecting this with magic wand tool, and we'll remove this. Smooth. mm, yes, we have did this smoother. No need to make it smoother, and we have completed the design. And this is how we can complete this design. Hope this video will help you.